Hi, my name is Ralfansyah, and today in this video, I'm going to talk about vacation and what I do in my free time or leisure. First of all, I gotta put a disclaimer that I don't even write talking points for this video. So if I go rambling, that's probably why. So I'm just gonna wing it and hope for the best. The first topic is vacation. I'm planning to go visit my friends in Yogyakarta next month. His university sort of holds an art exhibition every year. And by the way, he's an art management student. I will be going there with my friends using a train to get there. And because I'm working, I'll try to get a couple of days off from work so I can get there next month. I for sure will be taking a lot of pictures of us together, and we will probably visiting some beaches or Chandi. And I think this trip will be really nice and a good distraction from my usual life. And it will be nice to catch up with old friends. The next thing that I want to talk about is what I do in my free time. I think just like everyone else, listening to music or watching some movies, it's what people usually do. So instead of tell you why I love doing them, I'll tell you some of my favorite albums and I just do a quick review on some movies that I just watched. Um, if I describe myself when I'm listening to music, I I'm an album person. Uh, what I mean is that when I'm listening to an artist, I like to listen to one of their album from start to finish to decide whether that I like them or not. So yeah, that's what I do. And one of my favorite artists is Lana Del Rey, Johnny Mitchell, and hmm, this tough. But the two of them. With Lana, I think my favorite album of her is Norman fucking Rockwell. It's such a special album for me. When it came out, it's just a perfect time, I guess. And I do love how the album is taking kind of folk and mix them with alternative music. It's just so good. And I I heard from one of her interview that uh, direction that she's taking with this album is kind of inspired with Johnny Mitchell, which is a lot of piano and like in in most of the song, a lot of featuring a lot of piano. And with the writing, I think it's like different like from her previous work. Like it's just different. I think she's like established herself as a songwriter that are really good, and not just a singer but a songwriter. And hmm, I do love that a lot of the song are structured like a poem. Like for example, there's these two songs, "How to Disappear" and "Hope is a dangerous thing for a woman like me to have," but I have it. So the first song, "How to Disappear," it's the 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 structure of the song is different. It's just different. Like usually, like pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, and then chorus again. But this one, it's just different. A stanza, just a three stanza. It's just like when you write a poem. Same with Hope. So I think that's why she's one of my favorite artists. And with Johnny, She's a 70s folk music artist, and she's with her. I think she's really good with words. Like it's just so different, you know. Like in one of her songs called Little Green, uh, talk about her giving up her daughter for adoption, and it's just really sad and but also kind of bittersweet, you know. And yeah, those two are like my favorite artists. So next thing is, you know, I watch some movies and I use Letterbox. If you don't know Letterbox is, it's an application where you can review a movie or use it as a diary to keep track of the movie that you just watched. So we're going to take a look what movies that I watched. The first is on February 2022. There's a One Piece movie, Baron Omatsuri and the Secret Island. I love this movie. It's really different with how One Piece usually is. Like it takes such a dark turn, you know. You didn't expect it. The next is Breathless. It's a French movie. I I watched a folk video from, I don't remember who she is, but she has this a big poster in her house that about this movie poster. So I was like intrigued by it. So I I tried to watch it, and I don't particularly like this movie. It felt like character. It's not character because the dialogue is just so stiff, you know. It's just it's not for me, you know. And we got West Side Story, the reboot version, the 2021 with uh, Martin Scorsese. Yeah, I love this movie. I think it's a good thing that rebooting with a cast of Latina actor, Latina and Latino actor, Spanish actor. You know, because the original, even though I love it, it's problematic. You know, browning their skin just to get look like a Latina person. I think it's cultural appropriation. So it's a good thing that it's reboot. And the next thing is Belfast and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Oh, I love those two. It's just so good. And then there's Licorice Pizza. I gotta say that I hate this movie. So the director of this movie it's PTA. It's an acronym. Let me find it. Uh, it it's Thomas Anderson. Is the director. He's a he's a quite famous director actually. So people kind of like expecting this to be good, but I had such an easy feeling because it portrays an underage relationship between these two characters, and it painted as a good thing, you know, which is kind of problematic. It just make me feel uneasy and was like, ugh, you know. And we got Red Rocket. I think it's the opposite of Licorice Pizza because yes, there's a grooming and underage relationship, but the difference is in Red Rocket, it's subtle, but there's they are showing consequences of those things, you know, like how affected both sides. Like the girl is the victim here because she's still young, you know, she doesn't any better. and she is the victim, and the guy who is like, I don't know, in his late 30, uh, got a punishment, and it's just so satisfying to watch it. I won't put a spoiler here. So what else? Oh, there's the Jackass Forever. It's it's such a fun, dumb movie. I think it would be wise to watch it with your friends, because if you want to have just a good time, this is it, you know. And there's The Craft. It's a 1996 movie about how can I say this? So there's this student that transferred to new school, and she made friends with these three girls that actually a witch. So they kind of include her and teach her how to use magic, and I didn't expect it to be a dark movie, but it, it it's exceed my expectation. Like the power that they hold, the four of them, like consume them, and it's a good movie. So that's it, I think, for this video. I'm rambling too much, and I'm sorry for that, because I don't have any plans for this video. So yeah, thank you for watching, and that's it.